It's just natural.
All right, so who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
I'm Lance Hate It Like You Hate It. That's that's me.
Otherwise known as Lancey Pants.
Yep.
Let's address that real quick. Is that
Okay.
just something that's like clever? Is there any more meaning to that?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I grew up and all my buddies would always call me Lancey Pants, and I was kind of just getting into racing bikes when Instagram started becoming a thing, and I was like, let's do it. And now that it's like Instagram is a part of our life as a pro athlete, I'm like, maybe I should have gone with something a little more pro, but I think people love it. So
it's just Lancey Pants. Your name doesn't even exist, really, right?
Exactly. Like the number of times I'm just out at races, and that's just how people refer to me. It's it's good. It'll stick.
Okay, so the alter ego. All right. So how's the year been, and what are we looking forward to for the rest of the year? So a little recap of where we're at in the season.
Yeah. No, I mean, things have been good overall this year. Had an awesome ride at BWR Arizona. Was stoked on that. Since then, have had a couple days at BWR Utah. I flatted, chased back, got back to the lead group. Didn't have anything in the legs, and then Sea Otter last week was struggling out there a little bit. Had a good start, but just didn't have the legs at the end of the day. And I in training like crashed and cracked a rib like a month ago, so that's definitely affected things a little bit. But feeling better now and stoked to carry on. So we got BWR San Diego this weekend. One of my favorite races of the year. It's semi-local for me as my girlfriend lives in Cardiff. So yeah, we're checking that out today. And then Monday after the race, I fly out to Spain for Traca, doing the 200K. Should be sweet. And after that, get back to the US and get ready for Unbound and the rest of the season. There's a bunch of stuff. So
yeah, it sounds like some fun events coming up, man.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we want to know a little bit more about your past too, because we know what you're doing now currently, but did a deep dive on the Instagram, and we did see that there's a lot of cyclocross in your background. So care to talk a little bit about your cycling history and kind of what led you to this point in your career? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, definitely cyclocross and XC mountain bike was where it all started. I grew up playing bunch of club soccer, running cross country, doing cross country skiing while I was up in Bend, Oregon. I mean, naturally, I think as a little kid, like getting on a cyclocross bike, being able to run through the mud and get on and off your bike and bunny hop stuff, like I was definitely pretty stoked on that. And because of cyclocross, I think that set me up really well for road racing and now gravel. Over like the 17, 18, and U23 years, I raced a lot on the road for Avolo and then Legion of Los Angeles the past few years. Just with the way kind of the racing scene has gone here in the U.S., gravel racing is it's huge now. In the past few years, have definitely started focusing more on that, and here we are.
All right. I also saw something like, care to divulge a little information about your relationship with Ice-T? It seems like you guys seem to be homies.
We're homies.
Hey, what's up? It's Ice-T. I'm trying to give a shout out to Avelo Cycling. All right. They out of Oxnard, California. Tyler Sykes, man, I can't wait to hear you beatbox Gage and Lance, man. It's time to wrap up all that cross stuff and get back to the road, okay? You know how we do. Strictly love from Ice-T, man. All you bicycling motherfuckers is in way better shape than me. Respect. Peace.
Literally, I think it was Mike Creed at Avolo. Actually, it was for sure Mike Creed at Avolo. It was springtime, and my teammate Gage Hecht and I were still like focusing on cross, going to world championships. And he was giving us crap about like not coming to team camp and getting ready for road racing because we still had a bit of the season left. And he may have reached out to Ice-T to make a little cameo vid to get me engaged back on the road and not racing cyclocross stuff anymore. So we've got a good relationship. Yeah,
fair. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good video.
Nice. Okay, all right. Inquiring minds want to know, too much of a beer guy, and if so, what's your favorite kind of beer?
Ooh, beer on occasion. Definitely a little bit more of like, not gonna lie, I like wine.
Okay.
But beer is good. The homies at Fat Tire hook me up with beer, so I gotta say they're pretty good. But typically, if I was gonna choose, I'm definitely more of like an IPA guy, for sure. Being from Bend, Oregon, like some good Deschutes is never a bad thing.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you spend a lot of time on the bike. What's favorite recovery modality? I think that's sometimes an overlooked portion of training. You got any secrets or secret sauce you can divulge?
I mean, my favorite is honestly just like walking into the ocean.
Okay.
Just like
natural ice bath.
Just natural ice bath. I think there's nothing better than that. Being barefoot on the beach, cruising in, hanging out in the water. Like
BWR California, you have that availability to
exactly.
everybody.
Everyone should try it. Everyone should try it. Okay. So where I'm at in Slow, it's a little colder, so maybe a little better recovery, but you can stay in the water here longer without freezing your ass off. So.
True that. And then finally, now, what if you're not on a bike? What do you do? Is there life outside of bikes? Do you have a favorite non-bike activity?
Definitely. So when I'm not like training, I'm super into like trail running. Most of the off season, I'm running a bunch, and then actually really into fishing as well. Growing up in Bend, it was always like fly fishing, and now living at the coast, I actually have a kayak that I go offshore and pull up some halibut and lingcod and all that good stuff. So definitely like, I don't know, enjoy it. It's different. Very it's still a workout, especially like when the wind is heavy and the swell is rather large, but it's just very different than riding a bike for sure.
Heck yeah, I love hearing that. Hey man, well, good luck on Sunday.
Yeah, dude, thank you.
Boom.